Hi, I'm Britt, and welcome back to my channel. I'm giving real like auntie vibes today. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. But today we are going to get into this box of makeup that I found sitting underneath my vanity. I have a habit of going through my vanity periodically and clearing out old makeup, stuff I don't use, stuff that's expired. And apparently I had this box sitting underneath my vanity desk for like years and did not know it until recently. Looking at the products in here, I remember when I put this box together. We're gonna get into really what the fuck is inside this box. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. What the fuck is in this box?
I'll show you with the box. What was in the box?
From what I can see, it's a mixture of palettes, compacts. We got some lip products. I'm throwing all this away. I'm throwing all of this away. I'll be really surprised if it's anything in here that I would actually keep. So first off, we got a pair of lashes. This is I Envy Extension Curl. It's an L curl lash. Something I clearly did not care about because it looks like these are definitely worn. But yeah, they're getting tossed out. Ooh, we got some Maybelline. Yeah. Ooh, are these even open? I never even opened these. You can see that they're still sealed. Oh, wow. I just used to waste money. Just wasteful. Just so wasteful. These are the Super Stay Vinyl Ink. These are little lippies. I just randomly came across them. Where did I get these from? It had to be like Ulta, somewhere that sold Maybelline. I grabbed these. Clearly never wore them. Complete waste of money. Oh, I remember this brand. I wonder if they're still around. Propa Beauty. This is a lipstick in the shade Focused. That's actually really pretty. I think I wore this a couple times. I found out about this brand on Twitter. This is like back when Twitter was not X and actually used to be kind of fun over there. Wait, let me take that back. I can't say it was like 100% for fun because beauty Twitter, makeup community on Twitter was messy. You had to have tough skin. It was wild times over there. But I did find out about several makeup brands strictly through Twitter. And Propa Beauty was one of them. I'm about to look to see, because I'm pretty sure this was a black-owned brand. I'm about to see if they're still in business. But I think I picked up this one, and then I think it was another lipstick I picked up from them. Let me see, Propa Beauty. Let's see if they're still around. So it says they're, the website is still showing up. Yeah, it's still showing up. Some of their lipsticks, actually, it looks like all of them are on sale. I don't know if that's necessarily a good sign or not. Let's see. So I don't know what this is. This is pretty. Hold on, I might need to keep this. This is a black radiance highlighter, blush lighter. So it's Color Perfect highlighting powder. So it's in that more, I don't want to call it mauve-y, but deep mauve shade. That mauve copperish shade. That's actually pretty. This is in Twilight Glow. This too does not look like it has, oh no, it has been open. So we'll get rid of that. Lord Almighty. Lord. Urban Decay. Y'all remember all them damn naked palettes Urban Decay has come out with? They're not even naked anymore. It's just, we gonna continue to call them the naked palettes. But Urban Decay, this is the, what is it? Cherry, Naked Cherry. I thought it was some complex name. It's not. It's just Naked Cherry. But Naked Cherry, this was actually my favorite naked palette for a while. Look at these shades. This was actually a really pretty palette. I think I decided to get rid of it just because I really stopped using it. I think I had some palettes that I enjoyed a little bit more. But this was actually, in my opinion, one of their better naked palettes. Oh my goodness, the memories. Oh, so I used to be obsessed with highlighters. I think everybody used to be obsessed with highlighters back in the day. We're talking 2016, 2017. Hell, I still wore a lot of highlighter in 2018 too. But Artist Couture by Angel Marino, Mac Daddy. He had some of my favorite highlighters, and I have two. It's the Artist Couture. This is when they still made the Diamond Glow powders. These were the loose highlighters. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when you look at them like in the container, they look very kind of glittery. but they had this beautiful glow depending on how you applied it. It could give you a glow from within if you went in with a little bit, or you can have that beaming, booming, see you from down the street highlighter look if you wanted to, you know, signaling ET to come pick you up. That's your, I don't know why I just smelled that. Love the Fenty bronzers down bad, but I just went with a deeper shade. So this is Coco Naughty. I started using Mocha Mommy. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh my word. Y'all, do y'all see the dust on here? I don't even know if it's picking up on the dust, but do you see the dust on here? Oh my God, the Norvina palette from ABH. If you would have told me, if you would have told 2017, 2018, hell, even 2019 me, that people weren't really checking for ABH the way that they used to be, I would have called you a damn liar. I would have called you a fool. I would have told you out my face, because I did used to really rock with ABH, especially, specifically these eyeshadow palettes. And this is the Norvina palette. Remember when they used to make like the, what is this? What's this material? Velvet?
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
It's not really velvet, but that fabric, the fabric on the palettes. Yeah, this is the Norvina palette. This is actually, I kept this palette pretty clean. This is, yeah, this is one of those kind of mixed palettes. But did y'all see the colors? This was actually really pretty. This was actually really pretty. I don't think this was one of those palettes that a lot of people really loved and enjoyed. I don't know why a lot of people did not necessarily care for this palette. This is, I don't remember when this came out, but I know it launched sometime after the infamous Subculture palette. But I want to say this palette, they went back to their regular formulation for their eyeshadows and not that powdery, fallouty, hot ass mess that was the Subculture palette. But I don't know why a lot of people did not like this palette. I actually enjoyed this palette. I felt like it should have got a little bit more recognition, but that was during that time frame where I think Norvina was trying to play creative director or whatever role she has in ABH, but also be an influencer at the same time, and see how that worked out. At Forest Sight. So this is the collaboration that, what's her name? Is right there on the packaging. This is the collaboration that Raw Beauty Christy did with ColourPop. Now I want to say, I think this launched, this is actually a really pretty palette. I think this launched in, it had to be like 2020, because I distinctly remember being a nurse in the ICU. We were the COVID unit, and I think on my lunch break I ordered this palette or something like that. But this was actually a really pretty palette. I don't know why I didn't use it a lot. I thought this was a really nice, pretty, colorful color story. I will say though, ColourPop, their eyeshadow consistency has always been a little iffy for me. And I have had a couple of their eyeshadows and they just don't sit right with me. It's something about the formulation. There's a lack of consistency across like the way that the mattes feel. Some of them feel chalky to me. This was years ago, so maybe they changed. Staying in the realm of ColourPop, I have California Love. I want to say this was their collaboration with Karrueche Chan. I might have made that up. It's possible that I made that up, but I swear they had a collab with her. Maybe this was released around the same time. I don't know. But this is a pretty warm tone palette. Did not touch it. Barely touched it. So that's getting out of here. Speaking of Art of Couture, oh my gosh. Again, do you see the, I don't know if you guys can see the dust, but it's dust on there. This is the Supreme Nudes. This is, I think, was like the second palette that they released. Another pretty warm tone palette. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this palette did used to go with me on vacation. It was like the perfect everyday palette to use. You can go from day to night. I thought this was really nice, but then I think I started using other eyeshadow palettes, or, you know what happened? I think I started putting, what is that? Soft Glam by ABH, that palette. I was heavily using that. I got that and put that into my rotation. So I wasn't using this as much, but this is still a very gorgeous and versatile palette. You know, you got your shadows that you can do everyday looks with. You have your shadows you can do day night looks with, a night out. We're gonna set her over here for now. This next one, I'm ashamed. I am ashamed that I put this in here, but I wasn't using it. It's a Pat McGrath palette. It's the Pat McGrath palette. This is Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity. This, I don't even know if Pat McGrath still does this. I don't know if Pat McGrath Labs still does it, but they used to put out these holiday launches, these holiday eyeshadow palettes that had a crap ton of eyeshadows. So they had a lot of eyeshadows. I'm trying not to blind you guys, but it had a lot of eyeshadows. So the formulation on these shadows, I don't think was the same as maybe the mattes were, but I know like the special shimmers, like those shadows, the glitters, the shimmers, that formulation in here is not the same as the regular Mothership palettes. And because this is like, even though you're getting more shadows, significantly cheaper compared to your regular Mothership eyeshadow palettes. But why did I? Let's see. We're just gonna swatch some of these. Like that's gorgeous. Let's swatch this matte. These still feel really nice. And this has got to be like, who? Because when did I ever buy my first Mothership palette? This after I bought a Mothership palette. I probably got this. I am guessing I got this maybe in like 2019 or so, but let's swatch that. That's that pink shade, and then this is the satin. Fenty Beauty was one of those brands when they first launched, they took off running. Like Fenty Beauty took off running, and they might not have done full collection releases like every 2 to 3 months, but like little individual products they would launch, I feel what happened about every 2 to 3 months. And so one of these is like the Kilowatt Foil highlighters, the Kilowatt Foil Freestyle highlighters. You know what? I think I have a short, and I might be in the shorts, but I talked about how much I used to love the Fenty highlighters. But this is Penny For You Thoughts. I think it was this one. They might have launched 2. I can't remember if it was this one and another one, like the red colored one. But yeah, Penny For You Thoughts, and it's Penny For You Thoughts. Y'all know the naming, y'all know the branding that Fenty does. I used to get a kick out of their names, but another one wasn't really wearing, so I decided to get rid of it. But Fenty will always be loved in this household. Okay, I think I'm coming up to the last product. There's some other stuff in here, like some compacts from e.l.f. I think it's like a blush or something, or maybe a bronzer. Then we have like a Bare Minerals blush. Is this a blush? Is it a blush? Yeah, but first, Coffee Bare Minerals. I'm really surprised that they're still around, but they're still around. Anywho, but the last product that I'm going to talk about is this baby right here. Norvina Volume 3. You can see the dust that you can see the dust on. The dust on this. Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh, that bitch was just sitting there. Like just sitting there. I remember when all of these damn Norvina palettes launched. What happened to the Norvina sub brand? Where is it? What happened to it? It was here, then it was gone. What happened to it? But I remember when all this launched, because I remember when all of this launched, the discourse online was very interesting, because this is around that time when Norvina decided to play influencer slash friend slash I want to support small creators. And then there was the whole thing with the PR list that did not last very long and kind of backfired. But this came out in 2019, and I remember because this was that year that ABH just kept releasing product after product after product. You couldn't escape it. You had like the Riviera palette, you had their foundations, you had the setting powders, you had the collaboration with Alyssa Edwards, you had the collaboration with Jackie Aina. The thing that pissed me off is that the collab palettes that they did, whether it was Alyssa Edwards, Jackie Aina, Carly Bible, they never gave those palettes time to shine and get the proper promotion from the brand, because they were on to the next launch. And you see the Norvina sub brand, it was around for a little bit. They had these palettes, they had miniatures, I want to say they had some lashes, and was it the water activated gel liners? All of that in like 2019 to 2020. I ain't seen nan hair nor hide of this brand since then. And ABH is just, I don't want to say they fell off, but they're not what they used to be. They are not what they used to be within the online beauty space. I definitely think they have their core customers, their core consumers who are going to shop with them regardless. But if you think about where they're at now in comparison to where this brand was and how much it was talked about and how much it was loved in 2015, 16, 17, 18, crazy to see. So that was the majority of everything that was in this old makeup box that I can't believe I still have. Had no idea it was sitting underneath my vanity until recently. But yeah, if you have a crap ton of makeup that you're trying to get rid of, let's have a conversation. Let me know what you're decluttering. Did any of this bring back memories for you, especially like the ABH products? I just thought this would be a little fun video to do, to take a trip down memory lane with some of these products, a little sense of nostalgia. I'm a very nostalgic person. But yeah, that's everything in this box, and I will be going ahead and tossing all this out. Although this palette, she might have to come back. I don't know. We'll see. But leave a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video. And I will catch you guys next time. That's one long ass